Arpitijum says. Home. It's great for seeing you. Arpitijum says. Now stream starts. Wonky D says. Yeah, now starting. Arpitijum says. 3, 2, 1, go. Arpitijum says. Go. Arpitijum says. We're currently starting. Arpitijum says. Now where's text to speech? Arpitijum says. I hope text to speech will start. Wonky D says. It's working now, I think. Arpitijum says. We will playing sick ball, each sick ball will vomit. Arpitijum says. I love sick ball, why not? Thelegendis Baku says. Re-te-te-te-te-te-te-te-te. Arpitijum says. You're welcome, sick ball. French Fry Antlers fan says. Skibidi hi. French Fry Antlers fan says. Tongue poking smiley. Wonky D says. Hi French Fry Antlers fan. Arpitijum says. Hello French Fry Antlers fan. Thelegendis Baku says. 0. Ouncer Alia Doan, Silentium says. Joke. Arpitijum says. You Mr. Baseball High. Ouncer Alia Doan, Silentium says. LOL. Gartona Hyoperson says. Suck ma boy I 3. Thelegendis Baku says. Google Dooble Boos. Arpitijum says. Where's Mr. Baseball? Danian Don Important says. Hey bro, English or Spanish? French Fry Antlers fan says. Boy I 3. Chris Destfano says. Yo. Arpitijum says. Hello Firth. Wonky D says. How's every's day today? Danian Don Important says. English or Spanish? Ouncer Alia Doan, Silentium says. Weather moves FRSTS. Thelegendis Baku says. Ra. French Fry Antlers fan says. Good. Arpitijum says. Hello French Fry Antlers fan, nice to meet you. Wonky D says. English. Jarvis Sock says. Hi. Danian Don Important says. Whoever chats first. Thelegendis Baku says. Ra. Danian Don Important says. Is. French Fry Antlers fan says. Okay, hello Upithrijum. Dartona Hyopason says. Sup ma boy I 2. Upithrijum says. What spelling today? French Fry Antlers fan says. Skibidi. French Fry Antlers fan says. Bruh. Danian Don Important says. Heligen is Garie. Upithrijum says. Nah, ID win. French Fry Antlers fan says. Boy I 2. Jonathan Ryan says. Win. Upithrijum says. Sick ball is the best. Danian Don Important says. Baba boo ae. Upithrijum says. Sick ball is greatest I know for no. French Fry Antlers fan says. Beaua. Danian Don Important says. English or Spanish? J. Paul says. I love your outfit, it looks nice on you. French Fry Antlers fan says. Spanish or vanish? Upithrijum says. Shoots. Danian Don Important says. English or Spanish? Upithrijum says. Vanish. Wonky D says. English. Mackie Tiller says. 3. Upithrijum says. Yeah. Upithrijum says. Yeah. Milo says. Oh. Wonky D says. I'm not Spanish. Upithrijum says. Yeah. Upithrijum says. Just yeah. French Fry Antlers fan says. Wonky D8 viewers LOL. Pooh says. What game name? Upithrijum says. Boy I 3 new. Boy I 3 new. Wonky D says. Yeah, French Fry Antlers fan, it got to 11 just now LOL. Wonky D says. Game is called Souls RNG. Danian Don Important says. Upithrijum is Gariet. Milo says. 24H in this game is crazy. Upithrijum says. Sick ball is back from sick ball. Milo says. What Sigma? Danian Don Important says. For real, I agree with Milo. French Fry Antlers fan says. Now we need Mr. Baseball. Milo says. Thanks. Upithrijum says. Sick ball kicks for 5 meters. Wonky D says. Yeah, where is Mr. Baseball today? Wonky D says. Hope he's okay. Mackie Tiller says. Hi. Upithrijum says. Oh. Mr. Baseball. Danian Don Important says. Oh, and we also need Ligma. Mackie Tiller says. Hi. Mackie Tiller says. Hi. Upithrijum says. Come on. Mr. Baseball. Go now. Mackie Tiller says. Heative. Wonky D says. Hi Mackie Tiller. Danian Don Important says. Ligma balls. Upithrijum says. Sick ball for lives. Wonky D says. Danian Don Important, keep it clean please. Upithrijum says. For sick ball diabetes. Milo says. Do you play always in this game? Wonky D says. Upithrijum, what are you on about? Danian Don Important says. Sorry. French Fry Antlers fan says. Danian is funny though. Upitijum says, hello Wonky D, how old are you? Wonky D says, Milo mostly, but I play blocks fruits too and some other games, check my YouTube channel to see what I play. Danian Don Important says, I mean what can I say, I'm a funny guy. Milo says, okay. Milo says, say less. Upitijum says, don't eat sick balls in the halls. French Fry Antlers fan says, less. Danian Don Important says, hey Wonk, can you showcase your auras? Wonky D says, less. Milo says, oh okay. Wonky D says, you can see my auras at the top of the screen. Wonky D says, it updates every hour. Danian Don Important says, okay. Upitijum says, toothpaste for sick balls, toothbrush for Harvey girls forevers. Danian Don Important says, sheesh. Milo says, can you test gunfight arena? Upitijum says, yeah. French Fry Antlers fan says, how much rolls you have? Wonky D says, nearly 900k. Danian Don Important says, I subbed. Upitijum says, yummy, sick ball is good. Wonky D says, thanks for the sub Danian Don Important. Milo says, what? French Fry Antlers fan says, 900k ANF best bound, unbound. Milo says, almost 1M. Wonky D says, just reached 1100 subs, thanks everyone. Wonky D says, best is ethereal. Milo says, NP. Danian Don Important says, welcome, we got you homie. French Fry Antlers fan says, oh. French Fry Antlers fan says, cooking then. Wonky D says, cooking a bit, just need some newer ones, keep getting dupes. Milo says, I'm so bored today, skeptical smiley. Danian Don Important says, let bro cook. French Fry Antlers fan says, I got chromatic at 195k, now I have 850k, it's still my best. Milo says, Oaksy. Upitijum says, speed for limit today. Milo says, okay. Upitijum says, hello French Fry Antlers fan. Danian Don Important says, English or Spanish again? Carboy says, hello ethnic hers. Upitijum says, thanks for gooding eating poop. French Fry Antlers fan says, hello. Milo says, English. French Fry Antlers fan says, English. Upitijum says, Deum. Upitijum says, Deumi RM what the Sigma Omega. Wonky D says, why do you keep asking if English Danian Don Important? Danny and Don Important says, just doing means hey. Arpitijum says, Cerulo S is best. French Fry Antlers fan says, Wonky D he is joking brew. Arpitijum says, and sick ball is bad. Milo says, just a joke. Danny and Don Important says, okay English or Philippine. French Fry Antlers fan says, English. Arpitijum says, oh no I accidentally eaten sick ball, and am going to vomit oh boy I too. Wonky D says, oh it's okay, I didn't know it was a meme. Milo says, bruh. French Fry Antlers fan says, boy I too. French Fry Antlers fan says, error 404. Milo says, oh boy I too. Arpitijum says, error 403 forbidden. Wonky D says, it's nearly lunch time for me hungry. Milo says, who know error 1001. Arpitijum says, Jiverish. French Fry Antlers fan says, it's fake error. Wonky D says, error 1. Arpitijum says, what is error 1001? Danny and Don Important says, it's nearly death time for me. French Fry Antlers fan says, it's a myth sadly. Arpitijum says, error. Milo says, yeah. Danny and Don Important says, I have cancer. Milo says, sometime a hacker tried to steal my account. Arpitijum says, blob resources are bad. Danny and Don Important says, just kidding. French Fry Antlers fan says, crosswords wasn't a myth though. Danny and Don Important says, hey wonk. Milo says, wope. Arpitijum says, I know emojis are cannot send. Danny and Don Important says, do you know how to play TSB? Arpitijum says, because are glitches. Milo says, do you guys play the strongest battleground? Arpitijum says, are glitch. Milo says, I was going to ask startled smiley. Arpitijum says, it's tra-ananayan zund. Milo says, ah okay. Danny and Don Important says, oh yeah I know. Danian Don Important says, I'm kinda average. Uppitijum says, I'm going to sing like Bill Wirtz. French Fry Antlers fan says, D's nuts. Uppitijum says, still a piece of garbage. Uppitijum says, get real. Danian Don Important says, K till we meet again I have to go sad smiley. Milo says, Tok tok. Uppitijum says, what 2 plus 2? A billion. Wonky D says, Sire soon Danian Don Important. Milo says, who is here? French Fry Antlers fan says, say boy I too if you like souls RNG. Wonky D says, what 9 plus 10? Wonky D says, I'm here. Milo says, 24. Danian Don Important says, I 3. Wonky D says, / me waves. Milo says, 21. Danian Don Important says, 21. Uppitijum says, Gogology. Yeah. Danian Don Important says, okay gotta go FR. French Fry Antlers fan says, 21. Uppitijum says, the real Gogology. Milo says, Banan. French Fry Antlers fan says, Gogology. Milo says, Bananan. Uppitijum says, it's Oblivion or Rayo's number. Uppitijum says, Rayo's number. Milo says, oh la la. Uppitijum says, suggestion for aura, the ending, 1 in Rayo's number. French Fry Antlers fan says, it's Dolph Sol. Uppitijum says, Dolph Sol what? Notation. Milo says, the aura 1 in infinite. French Fry Antlers fan says, I have 888k rolls. Milo says, I have 286 rolls. Uppitijum says, Regol is 10 left curly bracket 100 right curly bracket 10. Milo says, I don't play this game TL much. Milo says, 2. Uppitijum says, push leaderboard. Uppitijum says, the endang. Uppitijum says, I'm gibberish now. Arpitigum says. French fry antlers fan, you're so much dead. Milo says. Yo guys, do you wanna play together? Milo says. Arpitigum says. Me dead skull. French fry antlers fan says. I'm addicted. Milo says. LOL. Arpitigum says. I bet French fry antlers fan is dead, I bet Arpitigum is alive. Milo says. TSB. Arpitigum says. Crikly cruckled cuckle time. Milo says. My stomach hurts so bad. Arpitigum says. Oh no. What? Arpitigum says. Damn, I hate anxiety of stomach. Arpitigum says. Reminds me of Link. Milo says. Bro FR, my stomach is going to explode. Arpitigum says. Reminds me of Gargantua. Milo says. What? Milo says. Are you a go-go gaga? Arpitigum says. Cycle history, minicycles, Z, pi, cycles, supercycles, Aleph cycles. Milo says. Alpha cycles. Arpitigum says. The 6 cycles that TLE created. Oh no, sick ball is auto-vomiting. Milo says. Poor guy. Arpitigum says. Damn. Arpitigum says. Get out of here. Arpitigum says. Don't gibberish. Milo says. Why? Milo says. Arpitijum says. Because bad language for reason, why not? Arpitijum says. So please get out. Wonky D says. Yeah, keep it clean please. Arpitijum says. Okay. Milo says. I will stay. Milo says. Okay. Arpitijum says. In meeting. On non no non 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 non. Milo says. IGTG. Milo says. Sire. Arpitijum says. Yummy, the cupcakes and strawberry is good. Milo says. I'm fairy eh? Arpitijum says. In fairly too. Arpitijum says. Fairy. Arpitijum says. Asterisk. Wonky D says. Everyone subbed and liked the stream. Arpitijum says. Yeah. I like this stream. Arpitijum says. I subbed already. Wonky D says. Thanks. Arpitijum says. TYSM. Arpitijum says. Hello Wonky D, how many minutes left until end of stream? Arpitijum says. Oh no, I'm alone. Wonky D says. I might end now actually. Wonky D says. I will be back soon though. Arpitijum says. Arpitijum says. Arpitijum says. Arpitijum says. WHYYYYYYYYYYYYYYYYY. Arpitijum says. Boy I 3. Architijum says. What's going goon? Architijum says. I'm alone now. What? Architijum says. Okay. Never mind. Wonky D says. You might be alone, yeah. Wonky D says. Well, apart from me. Wonky D says. I'm here. Wonky D says. But most other people went. Wonky D says. I guess I was boring for them. Architijum says. All. Wonky D says. So I'll stream again later, see you soon.